Right, this video is for you, David, in Warrington. I've just received your exchange gearbox back, the one that you'd actually told me had been rebuilt. So I can just confirm now what your problem was in relation to second gear, but I'll just point out your gearbox has all been stripped down. So yeah, I didn't find any faults with any of the cluster gear, none of the gears. The synchro rings, balk rings had been replaced. I can tell just by looking at them. They're the ones that I buy. They're the same. They're not all. Yeah, so they've been done. I didn't find any problems with the gearbox until I got to stripping down the components. Now I'll just point out to you the reverse idler. I've seen quite a bit of wear on that. You can see a couple of teeth that's chipped. I wouldn't personally use that reverse idler, but anyway, your chap decided to put it in. But it's not the best. That really needed to be replaced for an extra, I don't know what they are, 55 quid. That would have been worth doing. The other thing I noticed is this is the magnet in the bottom of the gearbox. Now I don't know how long ago that gearbox was rebuilt for you, but there's quite a little bit of swarf in there that's managed to get into the oil and obviously into the magnet. That's not the cause of your problem. The cause of your problem with second gear, right, that there is one of the springs in 4 pieces. Now that is the spring as it should be. That came out of the synchro hub. That one came out of this synchro hub here. This is your first and second synchro hub. If you look in there now, you'll see there's a ball bearing stuck in there. Those are supposed to be on the springs. Now, at a guess, the springs in there underneath there, when I've eventually got that ball bearing out of there, I'll have to heat it up and get it out. I'll probably find that the spring is the same as that. So either the springs haven't been replaced, which at a guess I'd say the springs haven't been replaced. Simple as that. They wouldn't break quite so quickly. I had to force one of those ball bearings out to find out that that's the 3 broken springs. But that certainly would have caused you problems. It would have been jumping out of gear at the very least, but you said you weren't getting it into gear either. It wasn't coming back down into second gear. That's how a spring should look. There's 2 ball bearings. This one's still stuck in there and I'll get that out, but I've no doubt that's got a broken spring. Now the third and fourth synchro hub, I haven't stripped that down yet, but it seems to have good tension on it, and I'm quite sure that one will be alright, but I'll break that down later. Now I don't know what you want to do with this gearbox, David. You never said. I can rebuild this gearbox for you and you can use it as a spare, or I can just take it in as an exchange gearbox. I've got to replace all these springs in here. I don't know. You did say put new bearings in. It's difficult to tell once they've been used. It's difficult to tell whether they are new bearings. But that's your speedo drive. The other thing I noticed, Dave, is you forgot to take your reverse light switch off. I don't know whether you've bought a new one for that gearbox that I supplied you with, but your old one's here. And you did remember to put the 3 springs in, I hope, that I supplied with you, because there's only 2 in this one. I've got plenty of spares, but there was only 2 springs here, so I'm hoping you remember to put those in. But that's what I've found so far. Yeah, so that's why you would that's why you had the problems with second gear. Now I'll spend the rest of the afternoon getting that out. I'll warm it up and hopefully I'll get that ball bearing out. But yeah, there's nothing wrong with the synchro hub per se. It's the hub itself. The hub itself was okay. A little bit of wear on it, but that little bit in actual fact there's a little bit of wear on some of them teeth, but it's acceptable. You can see some of them have gone on the edges. That's with crunching in and out of gear, or when you've been trying to force it in gear. You know, it's affected the teeth on there. So anyway, that's where you are. You made the right choice. That never would have gone. That would have just got worse. That would have just got worse. So yeah, you can give me a call if you want when you've watched the video, and we can have a little chat, see what you want to do. I can rebuild it for you, no bother, and you'll have a spare. So okay, that's where we are so far, David. Thank you.